Welcome to our Mincha service for this afternoon here at Temple Emanu-El in Haverhill. Welcome by Zoom, welcome by YouTube, welcome people in front of me. And we are going to begin, as we did last year, right away with our Torah service, beginning on page 670. Vayhi bin Saron vayomer Moshe Uma Adonai ve'afutzu oyevecha ve'yanusu misanecha mipanecha Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, Udevar Adonai miYerushalayim, Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah. Baruch shenatan Torah, Torah, le'amo Yisrael, mikdushato. Barelu Adonai iti u'merom ha'shemo yachdav lecha Adonai ha'gedula ha'gedula ha'tiferet ha'netzach ve'ha'od kol ha'shamayim u'ha'aretz kol ha'shamayim Adonai amalachav yamid nasrei lechol erosh Ramemu, Ramemu Adonai Eloheinu Ve'ishtachavu, Ve'ishtachavu Le'am raglav kadosh
Romemu, Romemu, Adonai Eloheinu, Ve'ishtachavu, Ve'ishtachavu,
Lehar kodsho Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. So our first aliyah will be taken by Jonathan Goldfield over Zoom, and Maya is going to read for us over Zoom. And you'll find the text of it on page 674. And it is Vayikra, Leviticus chapter 18. ותגלה ותראה מלכותו עלינו בזמן קרוב, ויחון פליטתנו פליטת עמו בית ישראל, וכנו חסד ורחמים ולרצון, ונאמר אמן. הכל הבו גודל אלוהינו תנו כבוד לתורה. יעמוד יהונתן בן משה ופגל לעלייה הראשונה, ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. ואתם דבקים אדוני אלוהיכם חיים כולכם היום. Could we get a spotlight on Jonathan Goldfield as well so he can take his aliyah?
I don't see him on Zoom.
Oh dear. Jonathan, if you are on Zoom, could you send a private chat to the Temple Emanu-El account so that she can find you?
What?
Why don't you change yours to mine? Maybe someone else is on it. She said it's
Okay. Paul, would you be willing to Bimkom Jonathan take the Aliyah since you're there with Maya?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Just a
The
minute.
Torah blessings are on page 672.
Wait.
So Maya, your dad is going to do the blessing before and you're going to do the reading and then he'll do the blessing after.
Oh, okay.
I am in the wrong place. Do you have them on the screen? Sorry.
Nope.
I'm looking at the.
If you have a Mishkan Tefillah in the house, I believe it's page 368 or 370.
I think she said 362. I think I heard her say. You don't want me to find it?
Oh, I got it. Sorry. I'm sorry, Vera. What was that page again?
In Mishkan Tefillah, I believe it is on 368 or 370, Torah blessings. And in the Machzor, it's
It looked like her. Probably do. Brush my ear yet. So, Barhu at Adonai Hamavarach.
Baruch Hanayim Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Adonai Olam Olam Asher B'Charban Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Go ahead, Maya.
Weird. What? Oh, over here. Oh, glasses on. That's important. Vaydaber Adonai El Moshe Lemor Daber El Bnei Israel Ve'amarta Alei Ani Adonai Elohim Kema'aseh Eretz Mitzrayim Asher Yishatem Ba Lo Ta'asu Ukma'aseh Eretz Canaan Asher Ani Mevi Etam Shama Lo Ta'asu Uhukotehem Lo Telehu Et Mishpatai Ta'asu Ve'et Sukotai Tishmeru La'alehed Ba'hem Ani Adonai Elohim Ushmartem Et Sukotai ואת משפטי אשר יעשה אותם האדם והי בהם אני אדוני.
יישר כוחך.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Yashar kochachem to both of you. Thank you, Maya, for a beautiful reading. Thank you, Paul, for stepping into the breach with a beautiful set of blessings. I call up Joy Sylvie for our second aliyah, which will be read over Zoom by Sandra Kasson-Deerdorf. Ta'amod adva bat Avraham v'Sara la'aliyah hashni'ah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamevorach.
Baruch Adonai havorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim ve'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
איש איש אל כל שבשרו לא תקרבו לגלות ערווה, אני אדוני. ערוות אביך וערוות אמך לא תגלה, אמך היא לא תגלה ערוותם. ערוות אשת אביך לא תגלה, ערוות אביך היא. ערוות אחותך בת אביך או בת אמך, מולדת בית או מולדת חוץ, לא תגלה ערוותן. ערוות בת בנך או בת בתך לא תגלה ערוותן, כי ערוותך היא הנה. ערוות בת אשת אביך מולדת אביך, אחותך היא, לא תגלה ערוותה. ערוות אחות אביך לא תגלה, שאר אביך היא. ערוות אחות אמך לא תגלה, כי שאר אמך היא. ערוות אחי אביך לא תגלה, אל אשתו לא תקרב, דודתך היא. ערוות חלתך לא תגלה, אשת בנך היא לא תגלה ערוותה. ערוות אשת אחיך לא תגלה, ערוות אחיך היא. ערוות אישה וביתה לא תגלה, את בת בנה ואת בת ביתה לא תיקח לגלות ערוותה, שערה הנה צימה היא. ואישה אל אחותה לא תיקח, לצרור לגלות ערוותה עליה בחייה. ואל אישה בנידת טמאתה לא תקרב לגלות ערוותה. ואל אשת עמיתך לא תיתן שפחתך לזרע לטמאה בה, ומזרעך לא תיתן להעביר למולך, ולא תחלל את שם אלוהיך, אני אדוני. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נתן בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Amen. Yasher koach, Sandra, on a beautiful reading. Yasher koach, Joy. And for the third Aliyah, which is also Maftir, I call up Mori Corono, and Phil is going to read for us. Ya'amod Moshe Lebo ben Harav Yitzchak Aryeh v'Gitalea HaMaftir.
Azak. Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Morach Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. V'zachar otishka mishkavei isha toeva hi uvechol behema lo titen shechaftecha litam ava Isha lo tamod lifnei behema riv'a tevelhu el al titamu b'chol ele ki b'chol ele nitamu agoyim asher ani mishaleach mipneichem ותטמע הארץ, והפקוד עוונו עליה, ותקיא הארץ את יושביה, ושמרתם אתם את חוקותיי ואת משפטיי, ולא תעשו מכל התועבות האלה, האזרח והגר הגר בתוככם, כי את כל התועבות האל עשו אנשי הארץ אשר לפניכם, ותטמע הארץ ולא תקיא הארץ אתכם בטמאכם אותה כאשר קאה את הגוי אשר לפניכם, כי כל אשר יעשה מכל התועבות האלה ונכרתו הנפשות העשות מקרב עמם, ושמרתם את משמרתי לבלתי עשות מחכות התועבות אשר נעשו לפניכם, ולא תטמאו בהם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat hamet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch Ata Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Please rise in body or spirit as we lift and then dress the Sefer Torah. We're at the bottom of page 676. Vezot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 tziva lanu Moshe. Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Morasha
Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov, Morasha Kehilat Yaakov.
Ora tziva lanu Moshe. Yashar kochechem, you may be seated. And we turn now to our Haftarah on page 682. And once again, we are blessed to have a person well versed in these verses up here and reading Yonah for us again. And you'll tell me if you guys are going to tag the team.
No. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvim tovim v'ratzah b'divreihem hanemarim b'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amoho uv'nbi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek. Vayehi dvar Adonai el Yonah ben Amitai lemor kum lechelnin veha'ir hagdola ukra aleha ki al tara atam lefanai vayakom Yonah livroach tarshisha mi livnei Adonai vayered yafo vayimsa aniyah ba'tarshish Vayitain schara vayered v'halavo imahem tarshisha mi lifnei Adonai v'Adonai hetil roch gdolah el hayam v'hisar gadol bayam v'ha'oniyah hishva lehishaver Vayeruhu hamalachim Bizaku ish el Eloha vayatilu takelim asher baniya el hayam lehakel me'alehem vayona Yarad el Yerkete hasfina vayish kaveyeradam Vayikrav elav rav hachovehel vayomer lo malacha nirdam kuhum kira el Elohecha ulahai yitashet Elohim lanu velo noved Vayomru ish el re'ehu lechu v'nafi lagoralot v'neda bish el mi hara hazot lanu v'yafilu goralot v'yipol hagoral el Yonah Vayomru elav hagidana lanu Ba'asher limihara hazot lahanu Ma melachtecha ume'ayin tavo ma artcha ve'emitze amataha vayomer ha'et alehem ivri anochi Ve'et Adonai Elohei Hashamayim ani Yarehe Asher Asa et Hayam ve'et Hayabasha Ve'yeruhu Anashim Yir'ah Gdolah Vayomru Elav Mazot Asita Ki Yadu Hanashim Milifnei Adonai Hu Boreach Ki Gilahem Vayomru elav mana'aselach vayishto kayam me'aleinu ki hayam holech v'so'er vayomer alehem sa'uni v'hatiluhuni al hayam vayishto kayam ma'alechem ki yodeya ani Ki v'sheli hasar hagadol hazeh alechem vayachteru hanashim lehashiv el hayat basha v'lo yacholu ki hayam holich v'so'er aleihem Vayikru el Adonai, vayomru, Ana Adonai, al Naha, Novda, benefesh ha'ish hazeh, val titein aleinu damnaki, ki ata Adonai kasher chafatz ta'asita. Vayisuhu et Yonah vitluhu El Hayam Vayomed Hayam Mizapo Vayiru Hanashim Yara Gedola Et Adonai Vayizbechu Zevach Ladonai Vayidru Nidarim Vayiman Adonai Da Gadol Livlo Et Yonah Vayihi Yonah Bimei Hadag Shlosha Yamim Shlosha Leilot V'yitpalel Yonah El Adonai Elohav Mimei Hadaga Vayomer Karati Mitzarali El Adonai V'yaneni Mi Beten Sheol Shivati Shamata Kolihi V'tashlicheni Mitzulah Bilvahav Yamim V'nahar Yisoveveni Kol Mishberecha V'ga'alecha Alai Avaru Va'ani Amarti Nigrashti Mineged Einecha Achosi Flahabihit El Heichal Kodshecha Afafuni Mimayim Adnefesh Tehom Soveveni Suhuf Kavosh Laroshi Lekitz Vehe Harihim Yaradati Haaretz Beri Haar Yaradati Haaretz Bricha Ba'adi Laolam Vatal Mishachat Chai Adonai Elohai Behit Atahif Elahai Nafshihi Et Adonai Zacharti Vitavaho Elecha Tefilatihi El Heichal Kodshecha Mishamrim Havle Shav Kastam Ya'azovu Va'ani Bekol Todah Ezbechalach Asher Nadarti Ashalemaha Yeshua Taladonai Vayomer Adonai Ladag Vayike Et Yonah Al Hayabashah Vayehi Dvar Adonai El Yonah Shenit Lemor Kuhum Lechel Ninveh Ha'ir Hagdolaha Ukra Aleha Takriyaha Asher Anochi Dover Elecha Vayakom Yonah Vayelech El Ninveh Kidvar Adonai Veninveh Haita Ir Gdolah Elohim Mehalach Sheloshet Yamim Vayechal Yonah Lavo Va'ir Mehalach Yom Echad Vayikraha Vayomahar Od Arba'im Yom Venin Venepachet Vayaminu Anshe Ninveh Elohim V'yikru Tzohom V'yilbeshu Sakim Migdolam Ve'ad Ktanaham Vayiga Davar El Melech Ninveh Vayakoho Mikisoho V'yaver Adarto Me'elah V'yichasak Vayeshev Al Ha'ifar V'yatzek Vayomer Benin Veh Mitam Hamelech Ugdolav Lemor Hadam V'habema Habakar V'atzon Ayitamu Me'umaha Al Yiruhu Umayim Al Yishtuhu V'itkisu Sakim Ha'adam v'habema v'yikra'u el Elohim b'chazaka v'yashuvu ihish midarko hara'a umin hacham has asher b'chapehem miodei yashuhu v'nicham ha'Elohim v'shahav mecharon apo v'lo noved Vayir Elohim et Maasehem Ki shavu midorkam hara'ah v'nicha vayinachem Elohim al hara'ah asher diber lasod lahem velo asa Vayar el Yonah ra'agdola vayichar lo V'yitpalel el Adonai vayomar Ana Adonai halozeh divari ad hayoti ad al admatihi al kem kidam ti livroach tarshisha ki yadati ki ataha el kanun verachum erech al payim v'rav chesed Vanicham al hara'ah Bata Adonai Kach na'ed nafshi mimeni Ki tov moti mechayai Vayomer Adonai Ha-hetev haralaha Vayetze Yonah min ha'ir Vayashev mikedem la'ir Vayas lo sham sukkah Vayeshev tachteha batzel ad asher yireh ma yehiyeh ba'ir Vayema'an Adonai Elohim Kikayon Vayal Me'al Yonah Liyotzeh al Rosho Lehatzilo Me'ra'ato Vayismach Yonah al Hakikayon Simcha Gdolah Vayimahan Elohim Tolahat Ba'alot hashachar lamacharat v'tach etaki kayon vayivash vayehihi kizroach hashemesh v'yaman Elohim ruach kadim charishit v'tach hashemesh el rosh Yonah v'yit alaf Vayish ahal et nafsho lamut vayomer tov moti mechayai vayomer Elohim el Yonah hahe tevcha ralach alakikayon vayomer he tevcha rali ad mavet vayomer Adonai atah chlastaha al haki kayon asher lo amal tabo velo gidalto sheben laila haya uven laila avad Vanihi lo achus el nein ve'ha'ir agdola asher yesh ba harbe mishte misrei ribo Adam asher lo yada ben yimino lislomo uvehem haraba mi'el kamocha no se avon va'over al pesha lisherit nachalato lo hechezik la adapo ki chafetz chesed hu yashu virachamenu yichbosh avonotenu v'tashlich B'mitzulot yam kol chatotam titein emet liyaakov chesed la'avraham asher nishbata la'avotenu mimei kedem Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam sor kol haolamim tzadik b'chol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber umkayim shekol devarav emet v'tzedek. Ne'eman atahu Adonai Eloheinu v'ne'emanim dvarecha v'davarecha midvarecha achor lo yashuv rekam ki el melech ne'eman v'rachaman ata baruch ata Adonai ha'el ha'ne'eman b'chol dvarav Rachem al Tzion ki hivet chayenu v'la'lu vat nefesh toshia bimheira v'yamenu Baruch ata Adonai misameach Tzion bevaneha Samcheinu Adonai Eloheinu be'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha uv'malchut Beit David meshichecha bimheira yavo v'yagel libenu al kiso lo yeshev zar v'lo yinchalu od acherim et kivodo ki v'shem kodechecha nishbata lo shelo yichbe neiro leolam va'ed Baruch ata Adonai Mahagen David.
That was a
Baruch
beautiful,
Tiyah.
very complete and beautiful and amazing
you.
reading.
Thank
Toda
you.
rabah. I don't even want to ask how many years you've done that reading. I know it's a lot.
I don't know, do math. 41 minus 13.
41 minus 13, 28 years. Incredible, incredible, beautiful. I want to say just a word before we put the Torah away about this incredible Haftarah reading that we just heard. I think there are several reasons that we read Yonah on Yom Kippur afternoon. I think the first is that it's a really good story. In the middle of a day when we've been fasting, when maybe we're a little tired, when we've been searching our souls and have some emotional exhaustion from that, a guy gets swallowed by a fish. And then he comes back out and he goes and prophesies, and he's human and he's very relatable, and he does things wrong, and then he has a chance to get them right, and then he does them wrong again. I think it's a gripping story, and certainly all over the Jewish world, chuckles resounded when this summer off the shore of Cape Cod, a lobster man got swallowed by a humpback whale and spat back out again. We get interested in this story, and it's a memorable one. But something I was noticing today, Maury, when you were reading, was another source of comfort that I find in this Haftarah, along with Jonah's kind of consummate humanness, his fallibility, but his kind of grudging, working towards becoming a better person. And that is that there are phrases in this Haftarah that speak directly to comfort and that actually come from other days on which we fast. The Torah readings for fast days are echoed in this reading. So if you look in Yonah, down on the bottom of page 686, this is the last chapter of it. We see the first part of the Shalosh Esrei Midot, the 13 attributes. For I know, says Yonah, that El Chanun v'Rachum Erech Apayim v'Rav Chesed Ata, that you are a gracious and a merciful God, slow to anger and great in chesed and loving kindness. And then in that tag from the prophet Micha, which comes at the end of all of Yonah on page 688, it picks back up. We have Mi el kamocha, who God is like you, noseh avon ve'over al pesha. Noseh avon ve'fesha ve'chata'a v'nakeh. It's another part of these Shalosh Esrei Midot. And those are actually part of the readings on the minor fast days in our calendar, the 3 minor fast days. Again, giving us a source of comfort and a source of confidence. And then a little bit earlier in Yonah, there was a restatement of Shuv Mecharon Apecha. It talks about God turning from God's anger. I believe I lost the space, but I think it's while the storm is raging and they're trying to decide whether to throw him overboard or not. Shuv mecharon apecha vehinachem al hara'a le'amecha. God turns away. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's 686. It's the city of Nineveh. God turns away from this terrible fate that God has decreed for Nineveh, and and has mercy upon them. And that is also from that same fast day reading. So even though different parts in the Torah, and today is an intensification of those other fast days, I still see these threads of comfort coming out in the middle of this really gripping story, and that these are things too that we can hold on to. So Yeshar Koach again on a lovely reading. May we all merit in those times that we feel like we're being swallowed by whales or great fishes or the sea itself, to be able to come back out on the other side alive and with space and room in our hearts for reflection and for doing a little bit better the next time. We're going to put our Sefer Torah away, and that is at the bottom of page 690. Please rise in body or spirit. We're about to return the Torah to the ark. Yahallelu et Shem Adonai, Dinistav Shemo Levado, Odo al Eretz v'shamayim, Vayarem keren le'amo, Tehila lechol chasidav, Livnei Israel, Am kerovo, Hallelujah, hallelujah. Natati lahem Torati al tavu Eitz Chaim hi lamachazikim ba V'tomecheha le'oshar D'racheha darchei noam V'chol netivoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai elecha v'nashuva ad eish yameinu And for today, this concludes our Mincha service. I want to thank our readers again, Maya and Sandra and Phil and Maury, and thank all of you for coming together for this brief and sweet and drama-filled service. Hope your fast is easy if you're fasting. There is an alternative mincha that just began, which you could also hop on if you want to spend more of your time davening and reflecting this afternoon. And otherwise, everybody should come right back on to this Zoom link or to the YouTube at 6:30 tonight. And please bring, if you are so minded, your own Havdalah materials, a candle, a glass of grape juice or wine, and bring a shofar if you have one, and we'll make Havdalah and sound a Tekiah Gedolah together at the conclusion of our Ne'ilah service. Gamar Tov, and see you folks soon.